Hi, thank you for inviting petsmalaysia.com to SPCA Penang. Perhaps you would like to introduce yourselves to petsmalaysia.com and our audiences.
Yeah, gladly. Thanks for inviting us to be on your program. I'd like to introduce myself as the Honorary Secretary to SPCA Penang. Accompanying me is Cynthia. She's our committee member, long-standing.
The administrator.
And she is the administrator, also very long-standing. I won't want to go back to years because that'll give you an idea of how young we are. Yeah.
How long SPCA Penang has been established or has been around?
SPCA existed pre-war, right? But it disappeared with the war, and we got reorganized, and we started in 1948 as the present SPCA. It was then as RSPCA Penang because we were actually a branch of RSPCA London.
Right.
But in the mid-80s, we had a relook at the situation. Since we had become what was independent, it was best felt by both bodies that we become an affiliate rather than a branch of RSPCA, and then we changed our name to SPCA Penang, and we are still an affiliate to RSPCA London.
Right. So, does SPCA Penang work with any other animal shelters in Malaysia?
SPCA Penang has been very vocal with animal welfare issues. We have moved around with all the SPCAs. We even gave one of our vehicles to one of the SPCAs. We have initiated moves in Kuantan and Kelantan to start SPCAs there. We are in constant touch with the other SPCAs around, and we attend the functions when and if they have, or even sometimes they invite us for other purposes. We have our grouping together.
So this way you exchange your ideas and thoughts for the benefits of the animals.
In close contact. It's a family.
That's nice. How many animals do you have in SPCA Penang, and how many animals do you rescue or have you rescued in average per month or per week?
Average per month, we received about nearly 1,005. Cats and dogs mainly.
Huge.
And at any one time, we can only hold 50 cats and dogs. Of course, it's more or less
kennels can hold 30,
about 33 animals, 33 dogs, sorry.
33 dogs.
Dogs and puppies. As for cats, at any one time, we can hold about 20 to 24.
Without being told that we are overcrowding and being cruel to them.
Have you experienced, or I've noticed a van outside, so do you rescue animals or do you set up like a particular area where the public could drop off the animals?
We have a 24-hour service provided for dogs and cats or any animal in emergencies. Staff will go out and if it's a rescue, it's a rescue. If it's an injured animal that has to be euthanized, taken to a vet, and it's done.
Okay. After 5 p.m. we do attend to real emergencies like accident cases where cats or dogs being hit by cars, and if they are run down by vehicles, and if they fall into drains, this we consider them as real emergencies. We will go out. If it is cases like where dogs are skin disease, where people find it on the road, we normally will attend this the next morning because the dog has already been there for a long time and been skin disease. It's not real emergencies.
So we define emergencies before we go out. To be fair to our staff also, we have to be called back to attend to it. All right? And
how pervasive in terms of the SPCA Penang in Penang itself, where the awareness of the general population would know if I need help, if let's say I detect animal cruelty, for example, I'll call SPCA Penang, or do I take matters at hand and go direct to the police?
Actually, over time that we have been in existence now, people know us, and they know how to get to us. And so there is not a problem. Always there will be the small portion of population who say, "Where are you?" Or but by and large, our vehicles on the road, that itself is a publicity.
Yes.
And there's well publicized SPCA telephone numbers. So it's
like
not a
hotels where we do have boxes, we do put our telephone numbers. We even have tourists calling us.
Tourist guides.
sometimes, or people who come here for a short visit. They do come here and visit us.
Right. And what about others who bring in the animals? Let's say they rescue the animals by themselves and sometimes in a state where they need help. And do you welcome them?
Oh yes, of course. They normally come to our doorstep. They come at the gate, or they call us, and then we give them advice as to what to do. And of course, before they bring any animal in, or even if they do come in, we will tell them our policies and our regulations. So it's up to them, you see, because as mentioned earlier, we do take in all animals regardless of their health conditions. Except that they have to be made clear that these are our policies and regulations, that once the animal comes in, they have to leave it to us to decide whether we rehome or we put to sleep. So we made it very clear to them before they leave their animals. So if they do not agree to our policies and regulations, we will normally ask them to call some other places, like maybe people where they run no-kill policies as much as possible.
How do SPCA Penang allow the public to know what are the pets available for adoption?
Okay, we have our website where they can browse through. It's at spca-penang.net. We are also in Facebook. We have also put it up in petsmalaysia.com.
So occasionally we are called out, and
whenever we go out, we bring our chart along with all the animals available, as well as what else? We bring some animals to get along with us.
The newspapers also help us.
Yeah. Every fortnight we have a Chinese press, Hong Hua Yipo. They allow us to put about 2-3 pictures of our animals for adoption. So you have people calling from the northern region.
So all these animals which are brought into SPCA Penang are all of them spayed and neutered?
Not all, it depends when they come in. Some of them, when they are very young, say around about 2 months, definitely we can't get them spayed. What we do is the first step when they come in, we get them dewormed, defleed, we bathe them, and we get the doctors to check when the doctors comes in. We get them vaccinated. If they come in, say around about 2 months, we have them vaccinated 3 times. And spaying will be around about 5.5 to 6 months. We will arrange for the spaying. So it depends if they are, if we think they have potentiality, then we get them spayed quickly. Otherwise, we have a cut-off period. We keep them till they come on heat. Then we have to put them to sleep. This is one of our regulations. Otherwise, we'll be keeping so many dogs, and sometimes we find it very hard. We may bring a dog in to the vet to have it put down, and then we may take it back again.
Actually, one of the one of the euthanasia policies, in the centre is because we find not all dogs that we have neutered are adopted. And then it becomes a very painful decision whether to euthanize or not euthanize, or how long to give that animal a chance to live on. We changed a little bit our policies, and we decided that the animals be neutered on adoption. Right? And if animals come into the first cycle, which is around 8 months, and they've still not been adopted, the likelihood of them being adopted is very poor. So we euthanize that animal, right? And then give another animal a chance to come in. And they come in sometimes as puppies 2 months. So we feel if you have given an animal 4 to 6 months and it's not been adopted, it may not be right to carry on and not allow another animal a chance to be given the place. All right? And as far as owners are concerned, our policy is we actually take a deposit straight away of all unneutered dogs being found homes. So they are already committed towards neutering them, and when the age of neutering comes, we either call them or we inform them it's time to neuter them. They get it neutered at the vet. The vet informs us that the animal has been neutered, and we pay the money to the vet. So that way we feel we do better than giving them away without being neutering, and when they're not ready to be neutered. And that policy has worked. A lot of hue and cry initially, but it has worked because they realize that money actually is going towards the vet's fees for neutering of the animal.
It's refundable deposit.
We refund it to the vet, not to the owner. All right?
What is SPCA Penang's view on cruelty on animals, be it cats, dogs, or any other animals? Are there any
We take a very strong version on cruelty. We have worked together with the state veterinary services, where they have an enforcement unit. We also work closely with the local council, veterinary department, because if you look at the laws, existing laws, only 3 organizations have the enforcement authority of the law. One is the local municipal council, the other is the police, and the third body is the state veterinary officers. So we need to use them. We do the approach, the gentle approach. We talk to the owners. We try to get them to comply to bring the animal up to what standards of responsible pet ownership is. But if we fail to get across, then we use the arm of the law. We bring in the enforcement unit and they cooperate with us. And if there's a need for prosecuting, they are the ones who can seize the animal and can prosecute, and we give them the backup.